black hair and more eye makeup.
I don't know if I like it.
Hello and welcome to our weekly film show. We have 2 biopics and 2 documentaries on the agenda. To tell us all about them, I'm joined, as always, by our film critic, Lisa Nesselson. Lisa, hello.
Hello.
Now, this is our last film show of 2023, and so we are going to start with an upcoming film. Priscilla comes out on January 3rd here in France. It has already been released in the US. It is Sofia Coppola's adaptation of Priscilla Presley's 1985 memoir, Elvis and Me.
Priscilla and Elvis met in 1959 at a U.S. military base in Germany, where Elvis and her father were both stationed. She was 14, he was 24. She was a polite young girl, and he was a global star, also polite. Many of my colleagues, in retrospect, find this age gap beyond unsavory. But the film shows us that their romance was as genuine as it was confining.
All right, well, let's take a look at the newsworthy couple played by Jacob Elordi and Kaylee Spaney, who won the Best Actress Award at the Venice Film Festival for her performance.
I don't go imagining things.
Like Aunt Margaret? Scooby?
That's it, woman. I don't want to hear another word.
Was there something you're hiding?
I don't have a goddamn thing to hide. You're just being too goddamn aggressive and demanding. You know, I think you should go see your parents for a little while.
What? Well, I'm not going.
I think you should. Matter of fact, I'll help you. Start packing. Joe!
Yeah, what's up?
Joe, get Stella on the next flight out of here. She's gonna go see her parents for a little while. Get her ticket out of here. Hurry up!
Now, Lisa, I've heard this film described as a corrective to Baz Luhrmann's spangled and somewhat shallow Elvis film from last year. What did you think about it?
Well, I didn't think Elvis was shallow. I don't usually like Sofia Coppola's films, but I like this one quite a bit. Her eye for telling details and decor and hair and clothing puts us there. I don't know how many women today would pause to do their hair and put on 2 layers of fake eyelashes once they'd gone into labor before heading to the hospital. But the film makes that seem almost normal. What I found really interesting is that Elvis refused to have premarital sex with her, even when, beset by love and youthful hormones, she made it very clear that she'd like to take that step. Perfect gentleman or controlling jerk? The film leaves the choice up to us. Elvis and Priscilla had one daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. She died suddenly at the start of this year, but not long before that, she had expressed her displeasure about the tone of the script to Coppola, that she believed made her father out to be a sleazy predator, even though it was adapted from her mother Priscilla's own memoir. I didn't think less of Elvis, but for the first time, I did think about what it must have been like to be Priscilla.
Sounds like a nice change in perspective. All right, we're going to move on to another biopic. This one is co-written by, directed by, and stars Bradley Cooper. Maestro is about renowned American musician and composer Leonard Bernstein. It has just been released on Netflix. Let's take a look.
He can be the first great American conductor.
There's a price for being in my brother's orbit, you know that.
The word maestro is Italian for somebody who really knows what they're doing, usually in the realm of classical music and opera, and brings pleasure to others doing it. A master of their craft, a titan of their art, talented. Leonard Bernstein, born to Ukrainian Jewish immigrants in Massachusetts in 1918, was all of those things. He was brilliant in several domains, as a composer, as a peerless conductor, as an educator. I think it can genuinely be said that he made the world a better place. And he conducted the Palestinian Philharmonic even before the State of Israel was declared. Just to cite one of his lasting contributions, he composed the thrilling music to West Side Story.
And the film sort of assumes that we know about the magnitude of Bernstein's fame, and it actually just concentrates on his marriage.
Felicia Felicia Montalegre knew that her husband was deeply attracted to men, but they managed to nourish their romantic complicity and had 3 children together. Felicia was of Costa Rican and Chilean heritage, something that doesn't completely align with Carey Mulligan's looks, but great beauty, but they excel in the handsome couple department.
All right, well, let's hear from Mulligan and some of the other stars about what it was like working with actor and director Bradley Cooper.
With Bradley doing it, it was like not acting. We didn't have to act because he made it so easy. I don't know who else could do it, really, to do both and everything, and write it and produce it. It really is like a nuts thing that you did.
I think Bradley asked for a level of commitment from his cast that is something maybe only an actor could do.
He made it so fun and comfortable and safe feeling. It made me like acting.
Now, Leonard Bernstein devoted his life to music. This next film is about a family that has devoted itself to creating gastronomical experiences. The Trois Gros family is the subject of the latest documentary from American filmmaker Frederick Wiseman. Now, it lasts 4 hours, which might scare some people off, Lisa, but Menu Plaisir, Les Trois Gros, has been attracting rave reviews. Tell us more.
Well, Wiseman wanted to thank friends who live in Burgundy who sheltered him during COVID lockdown, so he set out to find the best restaurant in the region to invite them to a meal. Northwest of Lyon, in the village of Ouche, he found Trois Gros, which has 3 Michelin stars, a sterling international reputation, and apparently makes really tasty grub. And while there, he proposed to César Trois Gros, the 4th generation of head chefs, to make a film about the family's approach, hoping to get at the essence of Epicurean excellence. The Trois Gros family has been influencing French cuisine for over a century. They've maintained those 3 Michelin stars for 55 years.
Wow, it sounds both impressive and delicious. Let's take a look at the Trois Gros family in action.
C'est classique, c'est du prestige.
Now, nobody wants flies in their restaurant, but Wiseman's style in his often lengthy documentaries has always been fly on the wall, told without any interference by the filmmaker. It fits right in with his ongoing fascination with France. He made La Comédie Française ou L'Amour Joué in 1996, which explores the world's oldest continuous repertory theater, La Danse, the Paris Opera Ballet in 2009, and Crazy Horse in 2011. Leonard Bernstein's parents emigrated from Jewish enclaves in Ukraine, and Fred Wiseman's father was a survivor of pogroms near Kiev. Wiseman was born near Boston on January 1st, 1930, so he's about to turn 94 and still makes a film a year. Wiseman first came to Paris on the GI Bill in 1956 to study at the Sorbonne and go to the movies 5 days a week, and it was then that he started shooting film in the amateur format with an 8mm camera. But after teaching law at Boston University and then at Harvard, at 36, he decided to become a filmmaker, one who concentrates on institutions in search of their essence through observation.
He is amazing at being a fly on the wall. I was very impressed by his 1970s film Welfare, another one to add. All right, next, Lisa, we are headed all the way to the South Pole, which is where French filmmaker Luc Jacquet returns 30 years after his first trip in his latest documentary out this week, Voyage au Pôle Sud, or Antarctica Calling. Now, Lisa, Jacquet is best known for The March of the Penguins, which won an Oscar. Does this movie match up?
Well, Jacquet, having made the audacious decision to film in black and white, is out to show us the beauty of the world by observing marine mammals in their hard-to-get-to natural habitat. Emperor penguins are the only penguin species that breeds during the Antarctic winter. This is far from penguin porn, but we do find ourselves hoping they have their habitat in the future, given the ravages of man-made climate change. Just a little bit of rain can be lethal for penguin chicks. Their parents are waterproof, but they aren't and can easily freeze to death. Majestic sea lions also are a more immediate menace. They like to eat penguins. The photography is exquisite, but the nonstop narration by Jacquet grew tiresome for me. He muses a lot about what draws him to the frozen South again and again, like an addiction. He muses about how he was 23 when he caught the must-visit Antarctica bug, and that now he has a gray beard. Oh well, not everybody can provide riveting narration the way Werner Herzog can, but the cinematography, definitely worth a look.
I am definitely in it, at least for the baby penguin footage. We'll leave everyone with a look at Antarctica Calling. Lisa, thank you so much, as always. Thanks to all of you for watching. There is more news coming up on France 24 right after this.